Greetings, everyone. It's Ace. We're going to be continuing our journey in the world of Kerbal Space Program 2. So today we are going to be starting our Kerbal Exploration series of KSP2. And as you can see, we have multiple different planets. These are all the stock planets in the game. So just like the solar system, Kerbin here is the third planet from the star Kerbal. What are the specs of this? I know, okay, so everything is scaled down by 10 in this game. Yes, this is our planet. So in order to start exploring space, we do need to do one specific thing, and that is extend our tracking reach. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be launching some satellites, specifically satellites with very powerful satellite dishes to extend our communication range. Another way to put that is we're going to be building a very strong Wi-Fi center in space. Now, for the extended range stations here, we do want to use our max size dishes here, which are these. We do have one, I can't remember if this is equally powerful. It is smaller. As you can see, it's smaller. I'd imagine this goes further. What are the stats on this? Let's see. Max range. Wow, 130 gigameters. That's pretty far. Max range on here, only 86 gigameters, but that is still pretty far. That can get us all the way out to Joule easily. So normally we don't have to put these sort of dishes into space, but the issue that we have here is that if we're going to be exploring all the other areas, if we go back to the tracking station, without the extended dishes, the max range that we are able to safely go to is a little bit close. Well, most of Joule is fine. That's our legit gas giant here. This is what it looks like. But we do have, I wouldn't say this is a Pluto-like planet. For stock KSP, this is kind of like Pluto. Elu right here is very, very far out, and it is a dwarf planet. It does get close. It does cross with Joule. Yes, so you do have reception from here to here, but anywhere else out in this far region, you just don't have any. You can't send any data. It's just too far. So what we're going to be doing, I think, is we're going to be launching some satellites near the orbit of our other dwarf planet, Drace. So kind of back to what I was saying earlier, the best sort of satellite dish we can have is this. This is the largest satellite dish in the game that we can place onto a rocket. And for something like this, we can place a simple, I would say, no, we can keep an ultralight setup. We'll probably use xenon tanks here. Alright, that's a pretty sad-sized rocket engine. Hang on. I want this rocket to be able to last forever. The only issue is that once the power goes out after we do any course corrections with our engines here, we will not be able to re-angle our ship until it's charged back up, which I'm okay with. Okay, so we have 7 engines. Thrust and vacuum, 0.2 kilonewtons, so hang on. This might not be good. We have 1.4 divided by, what's our weight? Oh, 3.17 tons. That's not bad. Our thrust weight's very close to 0.3, which is actually pretty solid in deep space. That's mental math. I lost my calculator. I just realized I am missing a pretty heavy part. 0.64 tons for one of these. Now, give me 3. I want 3. Come on. It's not that hard. Do I want them to be this big? This is going to be one of our satellites that extend our range of reception. So we have very large satellite dishes right here that can be extended to look very nice. We have our extra large satellite dish at the top, which will help extend our range. We're going to need multiple of these, though. Wi-Fi extension. I think what I can do here, I do not want to build an SSTO, but this might require an SSTO-like build. Will a large one work? Large is a little bit better for me. I've never launched this much cargo before. Ever. Huh. So this is kind of the way how I'm planning on storing these into a cargo bay. So this is my brilliant cargo design. We have only 3 of the Wi-Fi extenders in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up each and every single one of these compartments that contains each one of these 3 extenders here. And when I want to release one is just going to pop out, and then I can continue to close these. I could do one of 2 things. I've never used the Labradoodle engine, and this is kind of the large, high-efficiency engine. Pretty sure this is the liquid fuel engine designed for deep space, and it would make my rocket really look nice, but the most reliable engine that I have had in the game is this hydrogen engine. And this is kind of what I have for my upper stage. What I can do with this is I can just continue on the long build here. .99? Why do I feel like that's wrong? My years of experience in this game is telling me that this rocket will easily be able to take off. There we go. Okay, I don't know why the game was lying to me just then. So here's what we have. Of course, that's precisely what happens when you don't strut your materials. Awesome! Since we're going to be launching prograde, we should Oh, I didn't mean to go that fast. Oh. We can launch right now. In 3, 2, 1. I think our weight distribution in our cargo bay is a little bit messed up. Oh, that's just lovely. Okay, thank God nothing broke from that ejection. This is probably going to be the smoothest mission so far. Perfect. I've gotten a pretty significant boost here, and I am pretty close to exactly where I want to be. Let's leave. We'll do our best to circularize, and there shouldn't be any issues. We have an issue. This isn't doing much for me. Nobody told me how long this was going to take. Alright. That is a circle. So, what we can do is we can eject our first... Oh, come on. Of course, we're angled in the wrong way. We only need to open those 2 because we're going to eject this. Decouple. Oh, no! I'm taking that with me. I don't want to take that with me. Get off of me! No! Let's extend the solar panels. Okay, full throttle. It's some pretty pathetic acceleration, but it does accelerate. Now we must recharge. We only get a few seconds of burn time, but it's not like we really need to use this that often. Let's go over to our next destination. So what we're going to do is, I think, we're going to slow down a little bit and decrease our orbital size. I want all of these to be orbiting in different spots here. Now we'll probably be 30 million kilometers away from Kerbal. In case you're wondering, we've been up here for about 4 years now. We can do our next ejection. Wait a minute. Did I fix this? I didn't. I messed this up. Let's try this again now. So here we go. Now we can launch this. I'm gonna open this up too. Alright, we have one more. We're gonna crash into that if we start another retrograde burn. And that's not really what I want. We must drive around this. Here we go. $24 million. Perfect. We have one more satellite. That was not as smooth as the others, but whatever. We're gonna set our star as a target real quick. There we are. That's how it's done. So why is my delta V 0? I have plenty of fuel. Let's see what happens with this retrograde burn. Oh! What do I crash into? Bullseye! Look at that. Of course, that means we must make our U-turn. We should be crossing through at any second now. Have I been lied to? What's going on here? Okay, so what happened is that the game lied to me. I went into target mode and not maneuver mode. Now I must reload the game. We're gonna wait for our vector to show up here. We're not perfect, but we're close enough. Yeah, that's it. There's absolutely zero heat shields on this rocket, and there's absolutely zero chance that this thing will be able to make a safe landing, but we will burn up. Okay, so we just saw both. Okay. I've never re-entered this fast before, so we're going to close our solar panels and make sure we're diving perfectly straight into it, so we have... Oh boy. Our solar panels are gone. That went about as well as I thought it would. So we have our satellites in orbit here, which is exactly what I wanted to do. In a nutshell, we are capable of now going anywhere we want to in our solar system here. Are my brakes on? Something is seriously wrong with this landing gear. I can't full throttle it up, that's why the wings are ripping off. Is that death? If you guys enjoyed this video, please do consider subscribing and leaving a like. Leave some comments in the description down below if you guys feel like sharing any ideas you guys might have. I'm 100% willing to hear you guys out. I'll see you guys in the next video.